Muscle Shoals, this little town in the middle of nowhere with all these incredible musicians. What was the name of the town?
Adams, Tennessee.
So Adams, Tennessee is a little town full of movie stars and rock stars.
Well, that's the Bell Witch legend. So everyone listening, you need to Google the Bell, Bell Witch. It is fascinating. There's been several movies made in Hollywood about that. But anyway, I went to the University of Tennessee, and I just kind of floundered and didn't know what I was going to do, and made a lot of bad decisions with a lot of men that you wouldn't wipe your feet on. And in the 80s. And I met my husband, and he is from way up in East Tennessee in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. And he decided to buy a used mobile home business and moved me to Bean Station, Tennessee, which is probably smaller than where I came from. And this is the crazy thing. I had my first baby, and I wanted to nurse him. I wanted to stay at home. And so I started selling. I didn't work in my major that I got my degree in. I started selling jewelry in East Tennessee, like Mary Kay, to all these little mamas all over East Tennessee. And I look back now, and it was my comedy. There were no comedy clubs around, and I didn't have the confidence for anything like that. And I would go in women's living rooms, and I was supposed to be talking about jewelry, and I would talk about breastfeeding and hemorrhoids, and my husband didn't hear the baby in the night. And anyway, women thought I was funny and started booking me about a year in advance. And so the company noticed and asked me to start speaking at their big things. And people would come up to me and say, "You need to be a stand-up comedian." And I'd always loved comedy. I knew I had timing, but I just, I wanted to have babies, and I don't know, life, you just take twists and turns. And so I did not start doing comedy till I was professionally, or I say professionally, like I'd get paid. I'd go to the cafeteria and do something for the volunteers, and they'd give me a tray of food. But I was 32 years old and had 3 babies when I got started.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And it was like my little comedy club. I look back on it, and I developed a lot of material being in those living rooms with them. I think y'all are so sweet. I don't know. Okay. This is Leanne Morgan. I'm a comedian, and this is why you should never listen to those darling, yummy Reverend and the Reprobate.